Hi everybody, I'm Greg Fishel and welcome to all you YouTubers out there. This is the latest update on Tropical Storm Idalia. There is the satellite imagery. It made landfall, Idalia did, as a Category 3 last night, but it reached Category 4 status briefly before that. But at least for now, and they always do a post-analysis on these things, and sometimes they change based on data that they didn't necessarily have available to them in real time. But at least for now, it goes into the record books as making landfalls of 3. Obviously, there's no eye left. The thing has weakened significantly from a wind standpoint, but it's still packing a punch in terms of rainfall. These are the numbers as of the 5 o'clock advisory from the Hurricane Center. 32-2 north, 81-7 west. 115 west-southwest of Charleston, max sustained winds at 70, roaring to the northeast at 21 miles per hour. And the pressure that was down around 950 millibars now up to 984. Forecast track taking it offshore by 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and then curving to the southeast for a while and then back to the northwest. Earlier there were a few model solutions that tried to recurve it back toward Florida. Nothing is doing that now. Watches and warnings, tropical storm warnings all the way along our coast from the South Carolina border to the Virginia border, but there are also inland tropical storm warnings in effect as far north and west as Laurinburg, Rayford, Fayetteville, Clinton, and Kenansville. And this means the potential for sustained tropical storm force winds, if only for a brief time, and that's 39 miles per hour or higher. And so, no question, the farther south and east you live in our area, our part of North Carolina, the central part and into the eastern part, the farther south and east you live, the stronger the winds are going to be. Now, don't worry too much about the amounts here on these next 5 graphics, okay? I just want you to take a look at the geographical location of the rainfall areas. Obviously, when you get into the yellows, oranges, and the dark reds, that is heavier. So this is the rainfall expected through 8 p.m. this evening. And then once you get into the yellows, that's an inch or more, and then the gradations are 1 inch from that point forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. And you can see that that 1 inch line is right close to the Harnett, Cumberland County line, also the Moore, Hoke County line, and extending over into the middle of Wayne County around Goldsboro. And then they get heavier even south and east of there. But notice the gradient. It drops off very quickly to the north and west. And then from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., you can see that whole area shifting eastward. And look at the gradient here, even across Wake County, from 1 inch all the way down to 1/4 of an inch. So I tell you, if that area shifts just slightly either way, it makes a big difference on what you get if you live in that area. And then after 8 a.m., it's coming to an end very, very fast. And by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., nothing left. Here is the forecast total, if you will. And you can see that up around Roxborough here, this is right there, they barely get anything at all, maybe anywhere from 100 to 1/4 of an inch at best. And then the 1 inch line goes right through the middle of Wake County, down into Lee County, Moore County, and then the other direction up into Franklin County and Halifax County. And then the 2 inch line is around, let's see, just north and west of Wilson, down here into Lillington, and then just to the northwest of Laurinburg, and then you've got 3 inches and 4 inches right around Fayetteville, 5 inches down here to the south of Cumberland County, but that goes across into Sampson County around Clinton and also back around Lumberton. So you get the idea that the rainfall amounts are going to increase rather quickly as you head to the south and east, and a flood watch is in effect all the way through Thursday evening. Now, the thing about it is, a lot of times the flooding can get worse even after the rain stops and the sun's out because it takes time for all that water to run off. And so if you live in a flood-prone area, then even though things will be clearing up and getting pretty during the day tomorrow, you still could have some issues here. So I want you to be aware of that. The sky cover doesn't always correlate with flooding, especially in these types of events where you're getting several inches. Thankfully, there's no chance of this thing stalling like Florence did and just dumping for, hour after hour, day after day. This thing is whipping along at 21 miles per hour, and so there's nothing stopping it from getting out of here early tomorrow. All right, that is the latest on Idalia. Hope that you found that at least marginally useful. And This may or may not be the final update. Maybe do a final update tomorrow morning when the storm is pulling away and sort of do a little bit of a post-mortem on this. So stay tuned for that. All right, folks, that's it for now. Have a great Wednesday evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. See you later.